Glenda back from Top Notch Legal, and on the theme we've had for a while now, can I use my contracts to reduce my liability? Today's topic is about putting a cap on your liability, and please note I'm talking about B2B contracts, not consumer agreements. Now you may ask, why do I need a cap in the first place? Why can't I just contract entirely out of all liability? This is because the courts take the view that any attempt to try to remove all liability has the effect of denying the other party from the benefits of the contract. So, for example, if you've got no liability, why do you need to deliver a good product, or why do you need to deliver a good service, or even deliver it on time when there are no consequences? So all you have to do is deliver something and you're entitled to be paid, and the other party has no recourse if your product or service is substandard or it's delivered late. So a provision cancelling out all liability runs the risk of being declared null and void, which leaves you totally exposed with no cap at all. So I hope you see why we don't try to contract out of all your liability. Now, any provision that does attempt to put a cap on your liability must be drafted carefully, and it's got to have a relationship to the overall contract value. Now, quite often the cap will be set in monetary terms. It could be several $1,000s, several $100,000, or millions of dollars, depending on the value of the contract, or it could be several months worth of fees that you're entitled to. But whatever it is, it must bear some relationship to the overall contract value, plus no consequential loss. So I hope you understand now why we put a cap and what the cap has to represent. So any attempt to completely remove liability will be looked at the courts as blatantly unfair, and they will bend over backwards to try to declare it null and void. That's it today, Glenda from Top Notch Legal.